Hey guys, Brian Saftari with www.collegeplanningexperts.com, America's leading authority on making college affordable one family at a time. So today I have the privilege and honor to have Lynda McGee here. She's a college counselor at a school in downtown. It's a magnet school. I'll let her share her background and how long she's been a counselor. You don't want to miss the information you're going to learn on this video because there's a lot of nuggets, a lot of aha moments as a parent and a counselor that you can take this information and it can really help your students, but also as a parent. Understanding what counselors know and what they do and what they don't do will also help you take control of this college planning process, so that way you don't think that the counselors are going to do everything for you. As much as they have the heart to do that, unfortunately they can't do all that. I come from a counseling background and we have counselors who work for us as college counselors, so I understand it, but I actually wanted to bring someone directly from the high school that's a college counselor sharing their wealth of knowledge that can help you out. So, Lynda, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Great. So, tell me a little bit about your background, your school, how you got into counseling, how long you've been a counselor, and what you do as a counselor at the school.
Okay, well, I was a teacher for 14 years. I always wanted to be a counselor, but I needed to finish the program. I finally did, and in 2000 I became a school counselor. Academic counselor, and I worked with a certain load of students at my high school. I've been at my high school since 1998, so a long time.
Wow.
But at my school, the structure is we have the guidance counselor, or now the correct term is school counselor. You each have your caseload, and then we had a college counselor who was originally part-time, but now it's a full-time position. To work with students specifically on college-related issues, college planning, the process of the application, financial aid, and things of that sort. School counselors have many jobs and duties and things that we have to do, and it's very difficult to stay on top of what's out there and to expect counselors to be able to sit down. I'm at a relatively small school. I've got 1,060, which for LA Unified is smallish. I've got a senior class of about 250. But can I sit with 250 children and their parents and go through every form? I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. I can't give each one the attention I want to, and that's only the seniors. I mean, what about the underclassmen who need guidance? So I have to have sources outside of myself that I trust that can be helpful. You know, in many high schools now, they don't have the college counselor position, or they never did. So their school counselors are expected to do everything. The school counselors can't get away that often because they're often asked to supervise and to do testing, proctoring, and many things besides counseling. So they cannot leave campus like I do. How are you going to help students through the process if you aren't allowed to go to the training to be up on what's going on? If you're going on your own experiences from 20 years ago, you're not helping the students.
Wow, yeah, and I see that that's a good point, that just because you have 20 years of counseling experience, it may not be updated, because I think you're right. You should be going for personal development in your field to stay up to date, because as you know, when you went to school, and even when I went, things has drastically changed from what the college planning process was like 20 years ago, or even 10 years ago, versus what it's like this year alone. Express what you think being a counselor for, how many years have you been a counselor now, Lynda?
Since 2000.
Since 2000, so that's a lot of years. So you've seen a lot of companies that come and go, so maybe you can just talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so the reason why I'm here is because I believe that my endorsement means something, because I'm picky. I feel that I can say to the counselors and parents out there, I trust this company. I don't think they're going to rip you off. I think they're going to help you move forward. I don't think you're going to be sorry at all. And I don't say that easily. And I just want to make that point, because that's important. I have integrity about this thing. I really care about my kids, and I care about kids that aren't mine. I help kids that don't even go to my school because they don't have resources.
I'm very humbled about that. Thank you. That's what I feel like the benefit and why we're at 73 different high schools approved to speak has been because those counselors and the school administrators come from your viewpoint. They understand that they can't do it all, they don't know it all, they can't pretend to know it all. They seek out experts in areas that they are not an expert at. We know the counselors at that school that we work with do their part because we can't do that part. And then the counselors know the part that they can't do, they rely on us to do it. We've looked at our stats. Number one, it's increased high school graduation. It's increased kids going to college. It's increased their ratio from the school side on how many students actually go to a four-year school, which obviously statistics for the principals, those are important for them. So that's why they bring us, because they know we can increase graduation from motivating the parents that there's a lot of things they can do to get financial aid and they can send their kids to college.
What people need to realize is financial aid has changed dramatically too.
Sure.
There is a way to strategize to make your money go farther, but that's why you go to the people who know what they're doing. And that's the whole point of having trustworthy experts who can help you.
Yeah.
And hopefully your counselor can aim you towards people, or if you are a counselor, just know that there are organizations and companies that you can trust so that you feel like you're not putting your little lambs out there for slaughter. But you need to do your research, and I did, and that is why I'm here.
Great, thank you.
And here's how you can really just sum everything up. With the help of a good counselor, school-based or otherwise, and the help of a financial advisor, working together, you can afford to go to college even if you don't think so. And I think that people need to understand that the more complicated your income is, the more you need that financial piece. If there are asset questions, you need to go to someone who can help you with that. So with the help of your counselor and an expert in financial aid, together you will go to college, you will graduate, your parents will not be working till they're 90, and everyone's happy.